All right, Libra, this is your reading. In this reading, we are going to do Saturn going direct, and it goes direct in Pisces on the 27th of November. So let's see what we get for Libra. Ooh, good fortune. And look at the bottom, lucky. This is like having the Midas touch. So it looks like, man, I like that. Reconciliation, okay. This says, it may be time to reconcile with someone or something. There is unresolved issues weighing on you. Taking the first step towards peace will bring inner tranquility and strengthening your future relationships. Maybe it's some sort of agreement here. Handshake, you know. Action, okay. A time for healing. Balanced energy. So if you're taking any type of action, it looks very, because this is the yin and yang right there, the light and the dark. It's very balanced. Judgment. Of Wands. This is very exciting. Look at all the yellow. All the bright light in there. The High Priestess and the Ten of Cups. Damn. And the Four of Wands. And Nine of Cups at the bottom. Wow, what has been going on for you? So this looks like good news. So I'm going to tell you, if there is some sort of reconciliation, it's good news. This is not somebody that, especially with Ten of Cups, that could be family, an old friend. So this is not reconciliation. This is not your ex, you know, your old ex that like you don't like. This is somebody you want to reconcile with the Page of Wands, because this is good news. So to me, this is like something you want to happen. All right, especially with these. Because there's not one negative card here. So it's like you're healing something. I mean, it could even be like a child, to be honest, with a Ten of Cups. So a parent-child, like getting together. Whatever it is, this is like having it all. The Nine and Ten of Cups. Okay, it's a Judgment. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Empress and the Four of Wands, or the Four Wands. Why did I say that's Four Swords? So the Four of Swords is like recovery, contemplation, taking time to yourself. So maybe if you have been doing something on your own, maybe if you've been on your own for a little bit, maybe you've been doing some healing here. Maybe you're at a crossroads at some point. Sorry. Yeah, this definitely could be a mother-daughter. Unless this is you leveling up here, expanding. Page of Wands. The Judgment. Wheel of Fortune. The Five of Cups. What's the Five of Cups? The Page of Wands. There was some loss here attached to, I would have to say, okay, so this could go back to childhood. Maybe you're going through an awakening about some sort of change, or this is sadness over, or maybe your relationship isn't what it was with a child. But this is positive. The Wheel of Fortune. So things are turning in your favor. Ten of Cups, High Priestess. This might be a shy. I thought these would be long, but let's see. Yours might be so good, it might not be that long. Yeah, we're moving on in peace. Maybe you're moving. You could be moving. Completing a cycle here and moving on. What's the High Priestess in particular? You're doing something to protect yourself. Or to protect somebody else, or somebody's protecting you. You could have had a wall up due to abandonment issues, or maybe you felt left out of something, or there was a pattern here, but I feel like you've gone through an awakening. I mean, just think of it this way. If you have a difficult time with a parent and you had to distance yourself for a while to take a break, and now you're like, I mean, it is the end of the year, you know what I mean? And maybe you are kind of getting back together, but it seems positive, okay? So it's happy. I guess this could be a reconciliation of a marriage as well, when I have the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. Like, maybe you're going to get divorced if it doesn't have to do with like a parent-child. It could be a marriage, but whatever it is, it's something you want. Because I mean, it could be a friend as well, you know what I mean? The Ten of Cups is about community, family, so it could be friendships. So let's see the Four of Wands. The Star. Healing. Look at this. The Star and Temperance. That's alchemization. Both cards have it. I don't know if I can show her. Hold on, let me cover her up. At least her body. If I can show the, oh, screw it. See how she's got the jugs there, and she's, not those jugs. And she's like taking the water and putting it on the, she's like nourishing the land. And then she's got her foot in the water, and she's also alchemizing something. So there could be like a healing happening in, so that's what the star is, healing. So there's a healing. Something is being alchemized here. So we're turning a negative into a positive. Give me more right here. Yeah, could have been reevaluating some things here. So we have the King of Wands, the Sun. Okay, so we have enlightenment. Somebody's been thinking about reevaluating some things here. Can we build this happy new beginning? Yeah, you definitely, maybe you were feeling left out of something for some of you, but like you're being brought back in, or, but maybe you were left out for a reason. Maybe you had to go through some sort of healing process. Like maybe you needed to be alone for a little bit to go through some sort of healing process or to get some sort of clarity. So if this is like not just family, as in like your siblings, it could be definitely, now that I have the King of Wands here, somebody who wants to rebuild a marriage, rebuild a commitment. So to me, if this is like you have been going through a difficult time with a partner, this is not like some player X that wants to come back. I feel like this is something you want to rebuild. Like, this is something you're open to. So, for those people who are like, I don't want my ex back, I don't think it's that. You'd already be kind of aware that this is, I think you'd already be kind of aware of this. I mean, I could be wrong. But to me, this looks like good news. So I don't think that this is somebody that you wouldn't even consider. Do you know what I'm saying? So to me, this looks like family more. Like maybe if you had been left out of, or kind of like, how do I want to put it? Maybe if you felt like you were left out of like a family situation. This looks really good. So things are turning positive here. Wands. So this seems like you put in some sort of hard work towards change. You've matured, and now you have a new pathway opening up here. And if this isn't you, it could be somebody else, because so this could be like you taking some sort of action in your masculine. If this is somebody else, I would have to say somebody put in some hard work to change. Because I have toil and labor and change. Immature woman, so mature. So that means somebody matured, is maturing. Actually, that's what Saturn and Pisces, I wrote it down actually, didn't I? I don't know what I did with it now though. Give me a sec. All right, yeah. I wrote down some of the specifics of what things you could be learning during Saturn and Pisces, which this is the final stage. So it goes back into Aries like this January 26th. So this is the end of Saturn and Pisces. And it was like kind of like it went back into Pisces in September as like maybe a test to see if you really learned all your lessons. You know what I mean? So maturing, developing maturity, karmic cleansing, and setting boundaries are some of the major themes of this transit. So this could be just you. If it's not a mother-daughter, maybe you are leveling up from Queen to Empress. So that's maturity. It looks like you're going through an awakening here. But it also could be, so that's what I was talking about earlier. Like maybe there was an issue. Let's say you did have an issue with somebody in your family. Maybe you had to learn. So you're not just cutting that person out. Maybe you just had to learn about setting boundaries. And now it's time to kind of like, and now maybe during the end of the year, during, you know, all the holidays will be a test to that, how that's going to be. So this is actually, it looks like things are gonna, if you haven't been feeling light, it looks like things are gonna start going in your direction. You're gonna have some luck here towards the end of the year here. Well, if you've been learning your lessons and, you know, doing things, being disciplined, because Saturn is discipline. If you've been learning your lessons, being disciplined and putting, you know, good things out there, that's what's going to come back to you. Okay? Good things. Yeah, taking action with confidence and independence. I was wondering what action it is. So, and this person knows sets boundaries. So taking action with confidence here. So you could have built yourself up in some way while you were out in the cold. I don't know if this is you out in the cold or you left somebody out in the cold. I don't know. So this is building yourself up here. So this is so interesting. I keep getting both of these. So we're completing a cycle, which this is like a karmic wrap up, and you're on a new path. So it's like, did you learn your lessons? To me, it looks like this reading you did. Okay. So there could be a healing here between, it's just going to be different for everybody. You know what I mean? It could be a mother-child. Maybe it's certain family members. Maybe it's just this mother and child. And maybe it's like a marriage, putting, you know, building a marriage back up. For others. I guess it could even be a friendship. Yeah, there could be some sort of move as well. Because the Six of Wands with the Ten of Cups, we're moving towards the Ten of Cups. So that's like some sort of dream. Stability, emotional, you know, fulfillment, but in a group setting, not just on your own. And then we have the Four of Wands. So to me, that could be a move, some sort of move or travel. Maybe that changes something if you make, like, move somewhere. Maybe that's how you got distance between you and whoever this is you're reconciling. Like if it's family, maybe you moved away from them. and now coming back, it's better because you're not around them all the time. Look at reconciliation. But it's the Nine of Cups. So, interesting. Well, it looks good. It looks positive. So, don't turn it negative. So, this won't be just because there is a chance of, I feel like if you're rebuilding some sort of commitment or marriage, it's something you'd already kind of, it would be something you want. So this isn't going to be your ex coming back, one that's, you know, abused you or cheated on you or something like that. All right, that's what I have for you. I'll see you next time.